Hello guys and welcome to another Manchily video here on iRacing. I know it's been ages since an actual iRacing race was featured on the channel, and I'm a bit sorry about that really. I did try to get a touring car race to you guys around Charlotte Roval, and that went wrong in the third corner.
New fastest lap for Burnwell, 15.9.
So we're here at the street stocks are at Southern National, which some of you guys might know is my absolute favourite oval track. The new damage model is back on the street stock as well, and I'm glad to say it's a lot less bad than it was last time. My first race in these, this is my second race this week. My first race in these was a pretty rough one actually. There was quite a bit of aggressive driving in it, and the new damage model on the street stock seemed to hold up pretty well. You know, just light bumps, scrapes, that kind of thing you'd expect from bumping at a short track in a NASCAR.
Your quickest overall.
Because when I tested it during pre-season for this season, it was appalling. It literally hit a wall and that was it, you're dead. So, pretty decent. Now in practice, the practice session of this, I was very, very quick. However,
that's the end of the session, P1.
You know, so the practice session before this session started, I was very quick. I was leading the session. Now, before, a quick lap time round here would have been a 15.5, but this week a quick lap time seems to be something more like a 15.8, 15.7.
The pit exit's clear. Alright Morgan, we've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
The track is roughly half a second slower than it was last season. So I think the very best guys were doing 15.3s last season. So the track is a little bit slower than it was last season, but not a lot. Obviously, everyone races on the same track, so that's all that matters really for fairness. We're car number 3 here, so there's a few people who have a better iRating than us. Whoa, that was a little bit interesting there. 15.8 that one, an 8.07, so not a bad lap. The best I've done so far, I did a 15.75. in practice, and that's the best I've done, I think, pretty much around here with this track conditions. This lap has been better.
15.8.
Okay, the lap was a tiny bit better. We lost it on the exit, so it wasn't really going to be better, and then obviously we hit the wall, which invalidated it. But even if we hadn't invalidated it, I don't think we could have gone any quicker. You can see there, we would have actually have to have gone a 10th better to get P1, so I'm not so bothered about that. I would rather, though, that car 1 qualifies and knocks us down to number 3. Obviously, you know, there's some Division 1 guys in here, so I'm expecting them to be quite quick. So we'll see. But yeah, I would much rather someone out-qualified me now and I started P3. P3 is so much better to start from in this series than P2. Apologies, I just went a bit silent then. It's okay. Right. Okay, so at the moment, 15 people have qualified. I'm going to resume this recording on the grid now because we get 5 minutes to qualify and it only takes, less than a minute. So I'll see you guys on the grid. Right, so we're not actually on the grid yet, but I just wanted to point out actually, it's actually a very large split, this one. 21 people. The other race I was in only had about 19, I think. 15 sometimes is what you have. I think I had 19 in the last race, but there's quite a variety. I think this would have split twice, because I think there was like 41 entries or something, so I think it's split twice. But we've got some Division 7 guys in here, which I'm kind of surprised about, really, because obviously Division 7 is kind of like, you'd expect that to be bottom split, so that means bottom split's probably quite low ranked. But it doesn't really matter. Obviously, you know, it's looking like quite a competitive split. There's a lot of Division 1 guys in here. I was really, really hoping to get the win. You know, last time I was here at Southern National, I think I got 1 or 2 wins out of the sort of 4 or 5 races I did, and I had the opportunity to do a lot more. Actually, it's just because on the last lap of this oval stuff, if you're leading on the last lap and there's someone quite close to you, which there often is, because you know this series has cautions. Just to remind you guys, it's a 70-lap race. There is cautions. But with this series, quite often there is a caution towards the end, and then you're all bunched up at the end, and people like to do the whole, you know, bump the back of your car, knock you up the racetrack and pass you, and you can't really defend that If someone wants to make a move like that, I don't like it when people make moves like that. I personally think they're a little bit rough. I think it's a little bit silly. I just think, you know, if you're going to make a pass, just be fair. But, you know, the thing is, it is like that with short tracks like Southern National. It's only 0.4 miles banked, so obviously if you're on the inside, it's an awful lot quicker than if you're on the outside. Particularly on old tyres. On brand new tyres, the outside line can actually be somewhat decent, but as soon as you're on older tyres, you really can't run it. Now, luckily, car number 7, which was the other Division 1 guy in there, so he must have lost a lot of iRating this season, or something like that, to be car number 7, but Division 1. But obviously that just shows that if you're Division 1, that means you're good. That means no matter what your iRating is, you're probably a pretty decent iRacer to be Division 1, so there you go. And that means they've knocked me down to P3, which I'm really happy about. I'd much rather start P3. It's quite easy to get a penalty in P2 if you mess up the start. And also, you're starting on the outside as well. If you start on the outside, chances are you'll get shoved by somebody, and you'll almost certainly 110% you'll lose out to the third place car because they're on the inside on the faster line and you're on the outside. But obviously if you get a good start, second place can potentially keep their position, and they can potentially jump into the lead if they do it properly.
Good luck, everyone.
It's just that I'm not very good at starting on the outside. I much prefer starting on the inside. But let's go. 21 cars. I think basically everybody qualified. So yeah, only 2 people haven't qualified. So one of them's definitely in here because I saw them on the voice chat, and that means yeah. So I think I don't think anyone's disconnected. So I think everyone's still here. And we'll see how this race goes. Hopefully we have some decent racing.
We'll have a first lap, boys, alright?
I absolutely love this circuit. I think it's one of my favourite. Well, not really a circuit, it's an oval, but it's...
Oh yeah, if you wrecked everybody out, and then the checker flag comes down immediately, and...
The air temp is
really
46 Celsius. The track temp is 46 Celsius.
Oval, why do I keep saying circuit? It's a really fun oval. You can have some really great racing. These street stocks, it's the first time all season I've got to jump in them.
We need to follow car number 2 in the inside lane.
They've been at a lot of paid tracks, and the one free track they were at was Thompson on the first week of the season, but I was kind of busy with kind of doing a bit of VRS that week, and I've never been around Thompson, so I didn't feel like it. But now these are at Southern National, definitely felt like that. So anyway, always start in third gear in these cars, in case people didn't know. It's actually quicker off the line to start in second, but the extra...
One to go, let's keep it clean.
But the extra gear shift from going from second to third, that kind of momentum slow means it's better to start in third. So it's basically like that at every track. I don't think I've come across it. Maybe like road courses and things, depends on how they're set up and how the starts are. Anyway, time to go green then. The 2 car went very early there. I was surprised by that. I mean, it did go green, so it was perfectly allowed to do that. Also, I didn't mention, but there's a new safety car, the sedan safety car. I think it looks really nice. I don't know what car it's based on. They just called it a sedan. I mean, what even is that? I mean, in America they do call car names different, so I don't actually know what a sedan is 100%. I mean, it looks just like a regular kind of family car like thing. You know, 4 seats, something like that. So, whoa, I blinked out there. That's not good. Right, the 2 car is.
Rear blinking.
Yeah, the 2 car has been forced up now, so I got told I was blinking. It was only the 1 blink, so it's okay. If I was blinking constantly, then I would take note of that. But we're doing pretty good at the moment. There's going to be a caution, I think, pretty quick normally in this series. Obviously, 21 cars. And this track always, that's the reason there was 2 splits. This track always attracts a lot of street stock drivers because it's a very nice track in the street stock. And on top of that, the rookie series runs here as well, so a lot of people have practice round it in the street stock, which helps as well. Right, we're actually up into second place here.
Safety cars out.
And okay, I think we were in third there.
Sorry for that little bump too.
Yeah, we were in third there, going across the line.
Feels so tight today, what the hell?
So because we were in third, that means that we get to start on the inside again, so I'm happy with that. We made it 6 laps, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually alright. There's a lot of smoke behind, so something's happened, clearly. I saw car number 21 drop down the timing sheet, I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll update soon. It'll update at some point when everyone goes across the line.
Yeah, you got a little bit too early, and that caution came out right as I tapped you.
I'm good, bro. Doesn't bother me at all.
But anyway, so we're still third then. To be honest, on that run, my pace, obviously, you know, ran a track this short. There's not much opportunity to pull away from people over a
I'll be
lap.
on time with you again on this restart.
So we'll see what happens. Doesn't look like anyone's been badly affected by that safety car because everybody is all still on the lead lap. So I don't think anyone was involved in a massive crash. I don't know what caused it, but it was obviously I didn't see anything in front of me or behind me really. Maybe it was just someone spinning out, or maybe a little bit of contact, that kind of thing. But anyway, it's 2 to green now. Coming up on 1 to green, I think, is it? Yes. So obviously not.
Okay, Morgan. Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Because of how well, really, it's a very short lap, so you're going to have short caution. So generally, you don't really want to warm the tyres an awful lot in this thing because they warm up quite a lot on the run, and that can slow
Get ready.
down.
Safety cars coming in.
Cool tyres can help you later in the run. Anyway, this guy, this
Green
one
flag,
car, he
they're
does
outside.
green really early. I mean, I do it when I drive the street stock round here. The 9 car actually got a better restart than
Coming
me,
up on your
unfortunately,
clear.
so he's managed to jump me, and I'm down to 4th. So that's not what I would have wanted, but it does seem like the 2 car is struggling though, from what he was saying in voice chat and the fact that he started on pole and he's now back to 3rd. He seems to be having some
That lap
issues.
was at 16.4.
And I'm all over the back of the 2 car here. I'm going to send it into this turn here. Whoa, he's just cut in front of me. This guy, yeah, the 2 car, I think, wants to keep his positions, but he's struggling. I can tell. That McDonald's car behind is looking like it wants to... well, actually, I've really just noticed we're surrounded by fast food.
Oh, another wreck.
We've got Dunkin' Donuts ahead and McDonald's behind. That's interesting. I'm running a Jimmy Johnson
Where
paint
at?
scheme, or I guess Alex Bowman runs it now, doesn't
No
he?
caution, I guess.
The lap time was
48
at
car, basically.
15.9.
There was a crash back there, but no caution. We are catching on this plain black lap car coming into the pits actually, so that's obviously someone that's been involved in a wreck, but not
We're
severe
convinced at the
enough
moment.
to cause a yellow by iRacing. Now we're still 4th at the moment. It's because of how iRacing's cautions are triggered though. They are triggered basically when a car is facing sideways on the track. That's what. I think it's when things. That's what triggers the
Fastest lap for
safety
McLaughlin,
car.
15.9.
Right, we've got a nice gap falling behind, but obviously if there's a restart, I will be starting on the outside, which is not really my favourite. However, it's because that 9 car is looking quick. Obviously,
Your last
jumped
lap
me on
time
the
was
start,
at
and then
16.0.
got in front of the 2 car as well. So, and then obviously our little group is breaking away, but as I said, this will not be like this for the rest of the race. Typically, you can expect around 5 cautions in one of these races. The one I was in a few days ago, I
Okay,
had
Morgan,
6.
that's good
and the others-
consistency. Keep it up.
There was 3 splits, and the other 2 had 4 cautions. That's kind of the average. Anyway, I think the maximum you can have is like 9, but that's if it's really bad. You can expect around 5. So we've had 1 already. Also, we've got a good 10 laps since the last yellow. So all blinking out. That's not good. So my internet's a tiny bit dodgy. I don't blink out that often though. There are some people that blink out literally every 5-10 seconds, and it's really appalling. Right, the 9 car here is actually seems to have he's letting the 2 car by. Whoa!
That's my bad,
On your right.
my bad.
2 car got a bit loose there and just
Still there.
Fine.
E3,
Clear
clear
high.
high.
Let me to get in a wreck.
just slid up into the 9. Luckily there was no major contact, and they've continued on with no damage. That's what I mean. I reckon in the old street stock damage
Okay,
model that might have
okay.
caused something a little bit worse than that. But I'm into 3rd, so if there's a caution, that means I'll be starting on the inside. However, I think this 9 car's going to want to get by again. Although it's extremely difficult to overtake around here. It is kind of just. That's why the cautions do bunch everyone back up again, and that's when the majority of the overtakes happen. Which is why if you
Safety
qualify
cars
on
coming
cold,
out.
if you qualify
Yellow
on
flag.
cold
The track
here,
temp's increasing.
that's
It's
basically
now
it.
47
Basically,
Celsius.
Wow,
the majority of the
top
race
four
until the
drivers are
end,
gonna start
and then
in the
people
same
start getting
positions as
desperate.
they did
Oh
last
my
time.
word! Okay, we have the
Yeah, sorry, Chase. I got loose in the overcorrected.
we have a car
and it kinda shot me
upside
out.
down there.
Oh, you're what?
That was interesting. That was the 19 car though, upside down.
16 just murdered in 19.
And the 14 car is out as well, so that's 2 cars now
Yeah, so you're fine.
out of this
You're fine
race.
as long as
or
I didn't get any extra
cars that have had
rating,
issues.
7-0, so
So we'll be starting third again. Seems to be our
Hey, Paul, have a ram look.
seems to be good for us. That's P3. I would love a P3. That would gain us a bit of iRacing. Definitely. There's a couple of cars actually trapped a lap down now as well, so that'll be interesting.
I mean, 2 presses for PA. Well, still in position. And it's still a race.
He's not driving for PA, he's trying to get to P1, that's why he's driving aggressively. Short tracks.
Right, lap 25 onto now.
What does XD even mean?
But I'm looking forward to this race. I really like these races. They are. So we've got at the moment 3 cars, 2 laps down,
car.
and another 11 laps down. So it looks as though there's been quite a few people that have been caught up in that last wreck and are now out or had issues. There's only 17 cars now on the lead lap. So obviously I love it when that happens because it means that if something does happen in our race, I think all 3 of those cars are out looking at it, all getting repairs. So,
Guys, come on. Just have to race.
but yeah, I really enjoy these.
Yeah, no problem.
Basically,
Buddy
it
was
means that if I
stopping in the
get
middle of the
spun
corner
out, for
and I was just trying
example,
to give him room
or
'cause
if I have to
touched him.
disconnect later on,
Now
there's
he's crying.
more people that have had issues.
That
when we
fucking
start
guy is
iRacing.
always bitching about something.
But
Every
there's,
race he's in.
Excuse the
It
choice,
ain't
chat. Right,
getting
so it
in
looks
cracks
like
or
there's 2
getting tight,
people.
how loose his
So
car
there's
is
2
or something.
There's 3
Safety
people
car in this lap.
in the pits
So
right
I barely
now.
touched him and then I backed right off and gave him the
And I
room to
think
get it gathered up. And he's
someone
like,
else has just
I
disconnected.
don't know, he's obviously a road racer.
Anyway, let's get on with this.
Keyboard warriors,
I don't know
that's all I
how to
have
mute
to
the
say.
voice chat, so live with
Okay,
it.
Morgan, be ready. We're going green.
Right, time to go green. This guy's
This
going to
is the
go
worst
early,
place to
remember?
get.
Green, green, green. Let's go.
So this, yeah, well, honestly, that second car goes so early, and then obviously I've actually been able to get into P2
Right
here. This is
side.
what I mean about, especially on older tyres.
Still there.
You want to start on the inside,
Still there.
but obviously
He's
if I get
still there.
into
Keep
P2,
digging. That sideline's clear.
oh,
You got
I'm
one
getting
right
a lot of
side.
understeer actually there. I was just hit by the
Still
car.
there.
Didn't mean to, but obviously
Still there.
getting a bit of,
Still there.
understeer out. But obviously maybe the tyres are a bit
Still
cold
there.
compared to last time. Right, we're into 3rd place.
Still there.
Still then, although the 9 car is trying
He's
around
still
the
there, keep digging.
outside. Although that will kill his tyres by the end
Still
of the
there.
race if he continues.
You've just done a 16.3.
Hold your line.
I thought that exclamation on the voice chat
Still
would
there.
end in a yellow flag then. Right, there you go.
Clear
So the
up
9 car you can see has had to retreat because of because he was on the outside. So we've maintained 3rd place, and then hopefully we can just kind of
Man, we were 3 wide in that first corner.
sit like this now. Oh, I messed up into that corner a little bit. I didn't go quite as low as I would have wanted.
That lap was a 16.1.
Yeah, these cars,
Oh,
they are
that's
amazing round here. Did someone just
Safety
say
car
spinner?
deployed.
Yep. Thought they said
Oh
that.
my god.
Dude, every time I stuck it in a rhythm.
There we go.
I
Right,
know,
okay.
top 4, or no, top 5 are still in the same positions as the restart.
I am fine with that.
Yeah, I'm comfortable, you're right. Can't make it this easy.
There you go. Someone else has
If
had
you guys
issues
want
then.
race rating, go to B class, NASCAR Legend cars.
But yeah, at the moment as well, only 17
Well, that's
cars on
already
the
been
lead
keeping
lap.
class. I
So
mean, I'm speaking class, but I'm speaking for the rest of us.
obviously cautions will get some of those people their laps
Oh, I
back.
thought you guys were all B class, that's why.
Nope, I'm A class. Yeah, I'm A class. I just love sweet stocks.
I was A class 2 weeks ago.
Right, coming up on 35 laps,
Well,
so that is
we're
the
obvious
middle of the
that in your
race.
league, but don't yell on us for it.
But obviously we got a good start there. I was really pleased with that. Now I've learnt what the leaders like to do, go very early.
Sorry, 17, I was not paying attention.
Right, okay, Lucky Dog's just gone by, so they're getting their lap back. They're now only 2 laps
Alright,
down.
did you change your paint?
So a few more cautions, and I think they'll be actually
No, I just don't have my
Back.
paint on.
to,
But I actually did. I run an Elvis paint scheme. No.
Okay, Morgan. Halfway
oh, someone
home.
else
Fuel
just
looks good.
disconnected. Wait, why am I passing the
Oh, because that says Elvis on mine.
Oh, someone just
Why
passed it.
I thought you joked. I
So
thought
someone
you had a
else just
different...
did. Okay, that was the
I thought you were
19
dunking
car.
with
So I
me.
think there's 18
Yeah,
cars
that's
left
fine.
in the race and 17 on the lead lap.
I was actually dunking. But then
Right,
I'm
coming
like,
up
oh,
on
well,
1 to
we're gonna give
green now,
Elvis some
so we're going to
love.
go green soon. I've noticed this, by the way, with the oval racing,
There weren't any good car
there
lines
is so
worth
much
doing,
chatter
so.
on the voice chat. In road racing, you don't get anything.
We're going green next time
And I
by.
understand a lot of it's under caution,
try
but not all
sitting
of
up
it.
in front of us, alright, bud?
Right, anyway.
All 3 of us at
Yes,
once.
I always think it's quite interesting that. Anyway, pace car is coming to the green, 1 to green. Obviously going to try and go quite early because I think
Heads
the
up,
7 cars
prepare for
are going to do
green
that
flag.
again.
Green flag, we're racing.
I didn't go early enough there. I messed that up. And the 9 cars got
Rate
ahead
that
of me.
at P5.
I thought I timed that pretty well,
there.
but obviously not. And we've got the
Keep it together,
one
hold your line.
car. So the 1 car messed up qualifying.
He's still
and
there.
it's made it all the way up here. And there's contact between
They're
the 9
outside.
and the 9 and the 7 cars, so I have to be careful of that. Oh, I hear
That
contact.
was
That doesn't sound good.
16.5.
With the new damage model, you can hear when people hit
Sorry about
each
that,
other.
110.
Whoa, that 1 car is being properly aggressive.
alright, as long as we didn't wreck.
That's, yeah, that's interesting. That 1 car, I think, is going to cause a crash pretty soon.
That lap time was 16.3.
People were saying earlier he was racing hard, so I think he started like 13th or something like that. He started pretty low down, so. But I'm down to 5th, which does mean I'll be starting on the inside though. Obviously, you know, with these trick stop races, you have got to remember that there's a lot often people that are quicker than where they qualify, and they, with the help of cautions and starting on the inside and getting good restarts, they eventually make their way up the field, and then once they're there, they are quite aggressive and they'll pretty much do anything to get the win. I mean, because obviously these are quite long races with cautions. I mean, you know, 70 laps. It's not very long in terms of time, but it's quite long in terms of laps, and it leaves lots of opportunities for overtaking.
P5. That lap time
car
was
behind me is
16.3.
quite constantly hitting my car. That 2 car seems to be having a lot of issues with controlling his car as well, I've noticed. Looks like he's going to spin every corner. I can't really go anywhere though, I'm stuck behind the 9 car right now. Really, I would like to
Doing
break
it all
away.
side by side, racing it on a single leg. Nice job, man.
Fucking kill my tires though.
Right, the 9 car is really like,
My tire's been killed.
Yellow flag,
Why?
safety car is out.
yellow flag is out again. I'm actually
Thank you
5th, so
for
start
putting
from the
me.
inside again. Hopefully I can time the restart better this time. Oh, there's someone else on there
Hey,
roof
you
now.
know,
Oh my word, there's a lot of interesting crashes going on here today, isn't there? So there's always quite a few cautions in this
That's
series.
number 2 ultimate, right? Or a second car on its head.
Yeah, there's always a lot of interesting stuff in this. Someone's just
Andrew,
disconnected
you're
now,
a
so
little
that's
hot.
another person
Second
out.
place, man.
That was some good racing though while it lasted.
Whoa.
I think it was about 10
Please
laps. I
don't
think that's about the
finish.
longest
Third
one we've
time.
had, along with the second run. Just
Yeah,
10 laps.
I did get your door a little bit there, I'm
So
sorry.
maybe there's a bit too many cautions.
I was being
but
sarcastic.
It's good fun, isn't it? I think.
Alright, I did hear we touched though, and I'm sure it didn't help you any.
I
I was
enjoy
trying
it.
not to, but I got in a little hot.
Yeah, we've got 23 laps remaining now.
Yeah, I thought y'all were racing real clean.
23 laps, so
Oh, we were good, dude. I'm just
there'll probably be
kinda-
about
I
20
just
to
hit-
go when we go green,
That's
so
what
there'll probably be
happened.
one more
I expect to
caution
get bored
before
if
the
I'm
end,
gonna
I
pitch that low.
suspect.
Hard to,
How many people, there's not many people
like,
left now as well. There's only
tough on the
15
outside, but
cars
it's Like, you get a good run
on
off,
the lead
but
lap, so that's interesting. 15
Yeah, dude, you're
cars.
definitely a real nice. and
17
real
cars actually
aggressive
only
racer,
one
but
lap
you do it
down now,
cleanly.
so the 17 car could potentially get all of their laps back.
yeah, kinda. I did feel like you were pinching a little, but that's exactly what you're supposed to do, and it's just refreshing to know when somebody actually realizes that.
I will warm my tyres a little bit.
I'm quite
because
tentative to pinch, because
it has been
usually
a
I
bit
get
interesting
turned.
on some of the restarts. But yeah, right now I think there's
I know.
only
and
16
the 3 car
cars
tried to do it.
on
The 3 car
track
did it to me,
now
and then the 2 car did it
out
to
of
me,
the
but they both did it
21 who
cleanly.
were in this at one point. Pretty crazy, really.
door to door in a street stock, expected you're going to bounce off each other a little, but try to stay off the quarters.
Wonder why we're all going we're actually all going double file,
Or
even before we were supposed to go double file, which is kind of interesting.
Okay, Morgan, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Right, race is going to resume. We're all very, very tightly packed this grid, actually. People will definitely start getting more aggressive now. Last 20
Be
laps,
ready, we're going
obviously.
green.
Oh, someone just hit each other. I don't know where that was. Oh, I haven't
Green flag, we're
that
racing.
well. Well, I waited longer to shift up a gear, and that seems to be the key.
Coming up
to,
on your P6.
not losing out
Still
too
there.
much on the restart. Obviously, the 9 cars got ahead of us.
Clear
But actually, I would kind of want that, because it means that if there is another yellow, I'll still put on the inside. Although with these track conditions versus last season, starting on the outside doesn't
E5.
seem to be nearly as bad as it was last season. Whoa, that 2 car again is all over the
McLaughlin
place.
is leading the race.
I think he's almost certainly going to cause a crash eventually doing that. It's just bound to happen, we all know that. Whoa, that car behind me just got hit, I think. I was lucky he didn't hit me actually, there with that kind of dive into the corner. Obviously, I think he kind of got pushed into the corner by the guy behind. I was just lucky he didn't get shoved into me. I would be really happy with the P5 though, so I'm happy enough just to sit here really. Obviously, if we can make it to about lap 65, the yellow would end the race because there's no green-white checkers in this series. So
That was 16.3.
all we have to do is make it to about lap 65. And then if a yellow ends the race, that's generally quite nice because it means you don't have the opportunity to shove you out the way on the last lap for position. Although this group
Your
up
lap
here,
time was
I'm part of
16.1.
kind of this top group of 5 cars, and then all the other people seem to be a little bit slower than that.
P5.
It's actually been side by side for the lead for quite a while now. This is some properly good racing here. You do always get it in these street stocks because they're quite slow.
That lap was
So they allow
16.2.
for properly good racing in these ovals. They're not like the cup cars that you have to be really gentle with on the throttle. These things, you can just mash the throttle and unless they're on cold tyres, you'll probably be okay. And that
lap was
dive
at
from the 2
16.3.
car there looked a little bit dodgy. I'm actually being slowed down here a little bit. Because some people are taking some funny lines into these corners. Oh, they were having
On your right.
some
on both sides. Clear
interesting
inside.
stuff then. That was
Right
interesting,
side.
definitely.
Clear.
Oh,
Right
I've just been
side.
hit by
That was all my fault too. I split
the
up.
guy to the
He's
right
still
there. So
Clear.
unfortunately, I mean, we've
You got
actually
one right
still got quite a
side.
big gap to the other
Clear
train,
fine.
but this
On your right.
5-car group is
Clear
kind of...
fine.
It's still 5 cars, but it's
6th place.
it's
That was
6th and 7th that have joined,
16.7.
and 1st and 2nd that have kind of got away. Personally, I honestly think this group is going to end in a big
Coming up on
massive
your-
accident, so I would really like to escape that.
Keep it
if that
steady. Still there.
happens.
Clear
It
up
would
high.
be, I think
You got
it would
one
be
right
quite
side.
useful.
Outside
Whoa,
line's
that was
clear.
close.
Right side.
I think I actually tapped him there.
He's still
it
there.
registered, it registered a tiny bit of car
Clear
contact.
outside.
Boy, that 2 car. Oh, behind there's a little... Yeah, some of those cars back there are being properly aggressive. I'm back to 5th now, though,
P5.
which is nice. I think the best I can hope for in this race now is 3rd, unless they wreck each other for the lead, which I don't think they're going to do. They've been doing very sensible racing. Aggressive, but sensible all race. I'm just going to have to rely on, I think, to get any more positions. Oh, there's a cone in the middle of the track there. I hope I didn't pick that up. There's a bit of a bug in iRacing where if you pick up a cone, well, maybe not a bug, but something that happens where if you pick up a cone, it can cause some interesting change to how the car handles. I hope this 8 car is going to get out of the
back
way.
down,
Sorry.
bro. Come on.
Well, I don't know what that
Still
8
there.
car, he's a lap down and he's
Clear on the inside.
not really getting out people's way.
Right
But
side.
thanks to him, though, we have been able to get a run on the 2 car.
Still there.
Safety
So-
car out.
Oh, I think I was ahead of the 2 car. No, I wasn't. Okay.
Hey, dude, please don't take the preferred lane on here until lap down like that.
Okay, so we were 5th when the caution came out. I don't actually
Know the etiquette.
I don't actually know if
11
the...
just dumped me.
I really don't know if the... Oh, did someone just blow up their
Yeah,
engine?
too. I'm sorry about that. I
Was that?
split up and I tapped you.
Okay,
I honestly
so
stayed, like,
I
right
don't
next to
actually
you
know if
and
this
you
race
out,
will
too.
finish under caution or not. I think we may
Yeah,
actually
we're
get
good.
like
Good
one
win
racing
there,
lap.
Andrew.
if we do get
Good race, guys.
a racing lap in, then it's going to be chaos.
Doing well in 11, just dump me.
Because it came out on like
that.
lap 64, so I don't know.
We might get a shootout, 1 lap.
But I think we might get 1 lap here, you know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it might be green, white, checker.
Nah, no green, white checkers in this, but yeah, we might get a lap.
I don't know, we'll see
I
what
didn't
happens.
even dump the 21 what?
Right, if this is a 1 lap shootout, this is going to be
So you.
interesting,
No,
to say the
purpose.
least. There's actually only 13 cars on the lead lap now. I think
I
actually
was
there's
not going to do
14.
anything about it. You came
14
down, you spun
cars on the
yourself.
lead lap,
You
so
tried to spun to me.
if it is a 1 lap shootout, 14th is the lowest we can
Funny,
see.
I've been hearing stuff from you all day,
But-
and you just like fuck it up and race like.
But there we go. I think
Nah, we're
think
not
this is
gonna
gonna
get a
finish in
lap.
the yellow.
But good racing, 7.
I think this will
Thanks
finish in the
for
yellow
running me
because we
clean.
haven't got the 2 to green message.
Yeah, why you
And-
tried to spin me?
It's 2 laps to the end, so I think
A
that
good
is
race,
it.
it was fun.
But there we go. So it's a bit, you know, it was all right to finish under caution
Yeah, this is a good,
I
good
was
race, boys.
so
I had a good
close
time.
to
That
getting
shit was intense.
that P4.
4 times. I think I
Oh,
only
wow.
kept them once, but okay.
But there you go. I'm happy with that. I'll take that.
Gotcha, that was a lot of fun. A lot of 2 wide racing, you know, it was all clean.
Well, I was behind Ryan
I was
and
trying to get
Andrew.
a
I
word in on the
just like
whole
I didn't want
shot,
to
I
take them
can't.
3 wide, and I was like right
That
there
was good.
trying to get a run. I
That
just
was decent.
couldn't figure out how to
That's
get
why I
in
love
there.
Southern National. You get some good racing here.
By the time I got him clear, I absolutely killed my tires on the outside, so I was lucky back by me.
I hate that I got a 4X for bumping you too, but it was good.
Yeah, I'm very garbage 11, thanks.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, it's about to finish now.
Clear.
Yeah, good race, everyone. Close racing and the 0x, so that's cool. Thanks. Okay,
Yeah, good race.
5. That's it.
and there we
We're
are.
done.
It's all finished.
Yeah, good race.
All finished. There it is. Finished. There. P5. I'll take that. Happily take that. We'll just go into the
And that
pits
replay's gonna get saved.
to avoid any of the carnage.
Hey,
Avoid
good
any
race,
of the
Dave.
carnage
Maybe
that sometimes
later on,
happens
once
as a
the race
result
Watch your
of
splits
speed
up
limit
and
in
you
the
get in the
pits.
lower
Mid lane
split, you'll
speed
be more
limit is
competitive.
56 kilometers per hour.
and then we'll just park
3.
it up. Park it up in the middle of the track. And there we go. P5, I will happily take that. There we are. That's a good rate. Good result. I said we could have had P4 possibly, but I'm not complaining. Here are the results. We gained 34 iRating and 0.15 safety rating. That actually exactly puts back the safety rating I lost 2 days ago, because I got 10 incident points 2 days ago. So that actually it was 3 days ago. Wow. So that puts back all of that. That was really fun though. I really enjoyed that. Why is it going to the practice session? There's the race. So cool. I think we were not the only split. As I said, we can expect about 5 cautions. There were 5 cautions. And in the end, you know, gained 34 right rating. It's a decent amount. 15.9 best lap time. So you can see it's pretty much there. You know, some of those guys were really quick earlier, later in the race. So that was really good. I hope everyone enjoyed that video. Obviously, not much iRacing content's been on the channel lately. And that's kind of because of how there wasn't a lot. I wasn't playing a lot of iRacing that was kind of suitable to record. And on top of that, I did actually try and record one of the races, and I ended up being killed in 3 corners. So that was the reason for that. 101 championship points, so that's more than I got in the last race, only by 4 points, but that was good. Split 2s and I finished as well. They both had 5 cautions. So, you know, that's what I said. Basically, that's the average in this series. But definitely, if you guys... Actually, I don't even need to say if you guys have the street stock, because it's free car, free track. I highly recommend if you have a C-Class over license or D4.0 or higher, actually. D4.0 or higher. Highly recommend you jump in the iRacing Street Stock Series this week. This video will be going out on Monday, so it's just before the week finishes, actually. But the Rookie Series does also go there every 4 weeks, and obviously if you have a Rookie road license, you can do that. It's not there this week, but it's there every 4 weeks, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It'll be there next on week 8 and week 12, so I hope everyone enjoyed that one. As I said, I thoroughly enjoy Southern National in these cars. I think it's amazing fun. But anyway, that's it from me. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. hopefully, I think there'll be some new flight sim content coming at some point. Although I haven't really got much time to record now. I think tomorrow morning, the Sunday, I may think about doing a Fly UK flying video, possibly. But apart from that, hope everyone really enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one, and bye!